Aloha, my name is Nikki Graves, and I've tried to make this video a bunch of different times. Every time I make it, it comes out really long. So this is my introduction to both the long video and the extra long video that I am using to explain my story. The purpose of this video is to ask people for help. I desperately need help right now. My children were taken from me, and my whole life was basically taken from me. After getting out of the hospital, I was in a mental hospital 3 separate times. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, but I believe some other things might have happened to me. Things that I can't explain, things that certain people on this planet are starting to realize, and I've explained the weird phenomena that has happened to me in some of my other videos. Basically it all comes down to what looks like I had a couple freak out moments and ended up going to the hospital. Long story short, my dogs were taken from me while I was in the hospital, and they were put in animal control. They were supposed to be given back to me, and basically animal control, the hospital, and my family pretty much didn't want me to get my dogs back. They were trying to get me to go back to the mainland and to live there, even though I have no reason to live there. And I was wrongfully evicted from my house. It wasn't an eviction, it was just like I was in the hospital, and then when I got out I didn't have a house to come back to. My whole life was taken from me, but the worst part about it is that my dogs were taken. I was able to get 3 of them back. I still need 3 more. I have a total of 6. I might be a crazy dog lady, but I am the dog lady that takes care of her dogs like they are human children. There's no reason for me to not have them in my life. I am a good dog mother. I used to be this happy-go-lucky person, and I'm still trying to fake my way through that right now. Living without them has caused me so much stress. I cannot function most days. It's hard for me to get out of bed. They were all certified as emotional support animals because I actually need that. A lot of people actually do need that comfort. I was diagnosed with a whole bunch of different disorders: anxiety, depression, borderline personality disorder, and now bipolar disorder. And I don't really believe in all the acronyms. I just know that my upbringing was a little bit different than most people. I think that out of anything I could have dissociative identity disorder, which is a whole nother thing entirely that the doctors didn't even entertain the idea of, even though I feel like I fit the criteria. Basically I wanted to kind of be my own science experiment and have people listen to my stories and kind of give me their opinion, because it's really hard to find good doctors out here in Hawaii. There's a lack of infrastructure for just everything, and the mental health care is not the greatest here. And when I was in the hospital, they didn't do anything to help me mentally. They just gave me some pills, and the pills messed me up. And yeah, it's been really hard ever since I got out of the hospital. I was left with literally nothing. I had no money, no job, nothing. I've been getting by from the help of my family and my friends, but I'm barely getting by. I just got 3 separate jobs and a new place to live, all within a month, less than a month of getting out of the hospital. And now I need to get my dogs back. So this message is directed to the people who might be willing to help me, and people who are able to help, the people who can afford it. All of this started with me trying to change the world, to make the world a better place. I explained that in my other videos. This is just going to be the introduction, so hopefully I can connect this to that one, and hopefully people will actually listen to this. But I would like for this video to reach Jim Carrey. I think that Jim Carrey and I could talk a lot about the experiences I just had recently. Maybe him and maybe Tom DeLonge, my hero, person who signed my wrist August 14th, 2008. Greatest day of my whole life. And then Travis Barker too. Still need to meet Mark. But the people who kind of believe in the same things that I do, whether it's aliens or God or angels and airwaves, something happened to me that I can't explain. And I've tried to explain it in a lot of different ways, but it's really hard to make sense of it all. And it was all for a whole bunch of different reasons, but I was just trying to help save the planet in some way, shape, or form. That's what I've wanted to do my whole life, and a lot of what I was doing on the internet was satirical humor, and nobody understood it. It got blown out of proportion. People thought I was going to do something bad to myself, and I wasn't. And then I ended up going to the hospital, and my whole life was taken from me. So this message is for people like Ellen DeGeneres, and Oprah, and one of my biggest heroes, Kesha. Kesha has gotten me through so many hard times as far as with her music. The Praying album literally changed my life, or the Rainbow album changed my life, and Praying saved my life when I was homeless and living in this car with 5 dogs. And yeah, my heroes, the people who help people on a daily basis just because they're kind and they want to help the world, these are the people that I need to ask for help. I've asked for help from my friends and family. I've been trying to get people on the internet to help me, and I know that it's hard, so I truly want to see if this message can reach some celebrities who might be willing to help me. Anyone who loves dogs. My story is very unique, and I would literally do anything for my dogs. Please listen to my stories, hear me out, know that I'm a good person, and this terrible thing that happened to me shouldn't have happened. I miss my dogs terribly, and I wanted to just try to help the world, change the world, and make the world a better place, and a lot of things got misconstrued, and what happened shouldn't have happened. I believe in God now, and some amazing miracle thing that happened to me, and I used to only believe in science. What happened to me changed me forever, and I'll never be the same. I know that all of this is for a reason, and I've been wanting to change a lot of things that happen in Hawaii to animals here, the way that animals are treated. I wanted to bring light to the fact that paradise is not paradise for puppies. It is not a great place for dogs to live here. People mistreat them, but people mistreat each other too, and there's a lot of things that people don't understand about Hawaii, and it stems from a whole bunch of misunderstandings, I think, and people not treating each other right. And I just want to help this place. I love this place more than anything. This place has changed my life forever. But it has also taken so much from me, and I need to get my life back. I need to get my dogs back. I deserve them back in my life. I appreciate whoever has been taking care of them, but they are mine. They are my children. They are my everything. I've had them all since they were little babies. and we are part of a wolf pack, and I need my wolf pack to be remedied. I need Keebler, Remedy, and Ada to come back to the wolf pack. I need us to be one again, because my heart has a hole in it that I cannot explain. I cannot function without them, and I really need help. Whether it's someone to represent me pro bono, a lawyer to help me get them back, people to just help my GoFundMe page so I can get a lawyer, so I can work on my property, so I can have a house that is permanent for them, because lots of things happened and right now I'm just in a rental temporarily, and I have a property that I need to just build a little eco-friendly house on, and that is my plan. I'm doing everything that I can to get my dogs back. I will stop at nothing to get them back. I appreciate anyone who was taking care of them, but it is time for me to get my children back in my life. We are meant to be together. We are supposed to be together. My life has not been the same without them. This is the longest time I've been without them, and I am dying. This is the worst definition of pain that I've ever experienced in my life. And it's not fair. And I know that there are so many people with worse things going on right now. So why should somebody help me? But I'm writing a story about everything that has happened to me since I've been here. And it's going to be a great one. Especially with the last few chapters of whatever it is that has happened to me that it's hard for me to explain. But I've had my fair share of adventures here, and my dogs have helped me throughout everything. And I am not complete without them. I need them, and I need the people who have been willing and gracious enough to take care of them while I could not, to give them back to me. If enough people can share this, maybe they will be able to see it, and maybe they will, out of the goodness of their hearts, want to give my dogs back. Please look at the links below for pictures and videos of me and my dogs, a link to my GoFundMe page, and how you can communicate with me if you'd like to help me. I appreciate everyone who has been with me so far, who's been supporting me and trying to help me get my life back on track. I know it sounds crazy to try to get help from people who don't even know me, but I just have to have a leap of faith that the good people in this planet will help me, because that's what good people do. Help me get this message out to Jim Carrey, to Ellen DeGeneres, to Oprah Winfrey, to Kesha, Tom DeLonge, Matthew McConaughey. I feel like he understands what it's like to live the life that I want to live out here. The easy life that so many people are trying to accomplish, and I came here to go to school. I came here to change the planet, to fix the planet. And I feel like there are certain people on this planet who really do want to help make the world a better place. And if I could get the opportunity to get my life back, which starts with getting my children back, I know that I will be one person who will help the planet in a significant way. It's been my goal my whole life. So please listen to my videos and try not to judge me, because everyone has their own time. Everyone has their own issues, and I wanted to bring light to the fact that you're not crazy. For whatever you're going through, you're not crazy. Crazy is a concept that mankind has created to make people